So in this video, I want to take a look at the new Windows on Raspberry Pi build 0.3.0, and this is the latest version. It's just been released today. And this version, you have to build by yourself. You have to get your own WIM, and then you have to use this tool called NT-Lite to do it, to debloat it. So I'm going to go over the setup process at the beginning. So to do that, first, open up your preferred web browser. Mine is Chrome. And you're going to go to this website. It will be in the description. You can just click on it and to go straight here. From here, we're going to get our preferred Windows build. I'm going to go with the Insider version. You could go with the final version if you like. It does not matter. Version, I want the latest one right here, and I want the ARM64. You have to get ARM64. If you don't, it will not work. So click that. Language, I want English, United States. Right here. Edition, I want professional. You could go with home if you like. Select download. We want the download ISO compiler in one click. You're going to click that. You're going to click the first link right here. You're going to click that, and you're going to save it to wherever you like. And it's just going to download for you this little script right here. Once it's done, close up your web browser, open up your file explorer, locate where you downloaded it to. Mine's right here. And I'm going to make a new folder. And what I'm going to call it is just Windows and Raspberry ISO. I mean, you could call it whatever you like. And then you're going to take this script, you're going to put it in there, and you're going to have it in this folder. You only want that in that folder because it makes all these things and will make your desktop dirty. So we have it right here, and what you're going to do, you're just going to click on it, and you're going to get more info. You're going to go run anyway. Click yes. And it's going to start downloading all the files needed for us to run the Windows on our Raspberry Pi. So now this can take a while, so you just need to be patient and wait for the download to finish. Okay, so after about 30 minutes or something for me, it says done. So it says press any key. I can hit any key that I want, and I'll exit. So what I can do now, I can open up my folder, go to where I downloaded it to, and if you look, now we have this disk image. This is the disk image that we're going to be using to debloat and make clean so it will run better on our Raspberry. Okay, so after you got your ISO file, what we're going to do, you're just going to double click on the ISO file and it's going to mount it as a disk image. And then you're going to go to sources, and there's a lot of stuff in here, so it's kind of hard to find. So you could just search it for install.wim. This is basically the only file in this ISO that you need. So what you're gonna do, you're just gonna take this file and you're gonna copy it to a preferred place. Mine is my downloads folder, or I'll just do it on desktop. I'm just gonna copy it over there. So what this is gonna do now, it's gonna take it off the disk image and put it in our system. That's what we want to have. While that's doing its job, we can go over to the Windows on Raspberry Pi Discord server. So the link to this is in the description. If you're not a member yet, just click on that link and join the server. So it's just loading up right now. Okay, so I'm here in the Windows and Raspberry Pi Discord server now, and what we're going to go to is called NT-Lite Beta. We're going to click on this, and we want neon 3.0.rar. So you're just going to download this one. I'll just save it to my desktop. I'm just going to click save, and it's going to download it. And then there's one more tool that we need, and that's called NT-Lite. So you're going to go over to the NT-Lite website, and you're going to go to download, not shop, download. And yeah, so you can download a stable version or a beta version. I would go with the stable if it was me. And then you can just download 64-bit or 32-bit depending on your system. So just download that .exe file, run it, and install the app. After that, what we're going to do is we're going to go over our install.wim is ready. That's good. We're going to get our zip file right here, and I'm just going to extract it right here. and it should start extracting. So it's done extracting, and we have this folder right here. So what we're gonna need to do first, he's actually giving us some instructions in here to show us how to do this. So it first says open NT Lite, then load the install.wim. So I'm gonna be following this while doing the video to show you guys how to do it. So open up NT Lite. After it's done installing, of course, you're gonna just need to wait for that app to open up. And then what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to add, I want to update that later, but we want an image file, and you're gonna locate your WIM file right here. That's mine. I'm gonna hit open, and I'm just gonna go do not show this in the future. I know. Okay. So right now it's right here, and to load that up we're gonna have to double click it, and it's gonna start loading it up for us. It does take a few minutes, so just be patient. Okay, so as you see now, I have this little green dot next to here. That's what you want to see. That means your WIM file is totally loaded up. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go over here to presets. We're going to go import, and we're going to find a 0.3.0 file that we had downloaded from the Discord server before. You're going to hit open. Click OK. And then it's going to be right here. Double click on it to load it up. And then you're going to go over here to registry, and you're going to open up the file that you downloaded from the Discord server again. So mine was on my desktop. Here it is. Registries right here. You're going to take these, copy it over, and it's going to be right there. And then what you're going to do after this is you're going to go apply, and then you're going to go process, and click I don't want to do that. Start applying all of the pending changes. Yes, I do want to. So now this can take a little while because it's going to clean out your WIM, take out all this useless stuff that makes your system slower, and you'll have a better experience with the Windows and Raspberry if you do this. So definitely do it. Okay, so as you see, I have these green dots over everything. That's what you want to see, and it's flashing, so I can just click on here, and it says completed image saved. So it's all done. It's taken out all the services that we don't need. So now there are a few more things that we need to do to edit to our image. So you can just close up NT Lite, and see right here we have our install.wim. This is the one that has been edited. And these are just some NT Lite files that NT Lite had saved. So what we're going to do right now, you're going to right click, go over to properties, and you need to make sure that read only is not ticked, because it won't work if it's like that. So if it's not ticked, that's good. Click OK, right click, and we actually need to install one program before doing this. We need 7-zip. So you probably already have this installed, but if you don't, just go over to this website, download it for Windows. I'm running 64-bit, of course, so you could just download that version. And after you have it downloaded and all installed, you're going to right click, 7-zip, open archive. And once you have the archive opened up, what you're going to do, we're going to have to see some files that we're going to delete and then change. So open up the Neon 3.0 folder and go over to instructions, and we'll see what we need to do here. So it says modify Windows, so you need to go to see Windows cursors. So we're going to go to Windows, and then we're going to go to cursors right here, and it says delete this folder and copy the new one. So I didn't need to go in here. I'll just leave right here. Cursors, I'm just going to hit delete. Are you sure you want to delete the folder cursors? Yes, I am sure. So it's going to delete all those folders, and then we'll get some new ones. So as you see, it is deleting the whole cursors file for me because it is not needed. Because we're going to get some cursors that look better. So then you go over to replacement files, take this cursors, just copy it in here. Are you sure you want to copy files to archive? Yes, I am sure. So now we deleted the old cursors, and now we're getting some new cursors that were in 0.2.8 that look a lot better in my opinion than this default Windows cursor. But of course, that is just my personal preference. If you don't want that cursor, just don't do this step. So for a lot of you guys, this is actually a good thing because you get to choose what part of this you want to modify and what part you don't. So if you didn't want these cursors, don't do it. If you don't want the background pictures, leave them. Like, you can leave it, modify it however you want. So you actually have more freedom doing it this method. So I actually like it. And the reason they're doing this method is because it's more legal, and so they won't get in trouble or whatever. So it's almost done copying. Okay, so that's done copying. So next it says program files ARM. So we need to go over to program files. So let's just go out of here. Oops. And we're going to go right here to program files, and then we need to go program files ARM. So just sorry, I need to go back. We're going to go program files ARM, and what we're going to do is we're going to add edge here. So you're going to go back over here, and replacement files, you have edge right here. You're just going to take this, copy it over here. And yes, I want to copy it over. So now when we boot up our system, we'll already have edge Chromium based ARM64 installed. So that will be useful. We won't have to do anything to install a web browser. So once that's done copying over, we'll go to the next thing. And now what does it say? Let's see. It says Windows Web, replace it. So we're going to go back here. And where is that? That is in Windows Web. So Windows, and then this is going to be down here, Web right here. So you're first going to delete Web. Yes, I want to delete it. And then we're going to copy over the new one. So Web is totally deleted. So we need that other folder open. So I must have closed that one on accident. So let me just go over, get it, replacement files, Web. Just going to copy this over, click yes. So now we'll have a new background pictures and stuff like that. So just let that do its job. Once that's done with copying over stuff, now we just have to delete a few files to make our system run better. So you're just going to go out of this, or actually we can stay in here. Well, we need to find system32, so it's right here. And you're going to go into system32, and you're going to look for recovery. So it's right here, and it says delete it. So I'm just going to hit delete. Yes, I want to delete all of the folder. So these are just useless files that are making our system slower and not run as efficiently. That's why we're deleting them and making our system run a lot better. So just let that go on, do its job. And then we need to go down here and we need to find bingmaps.dll. So let's just go looking for that one. And it's right here, bingmaps.dll. Just yes, delete it. And now we need to delete OneDrive. So that is in SYSWow64. So let's just go out of system32. And now we need to find SYS. So that should be down here, right here. And then we're going to look for OneDrive. Where is OneDrive? Oh, it's an .exe file. So it should be down here. So you kind of have to go scrolling through here to find the correct things to uninstall. So here it is, OneDrive setup.exe. We're just going to hit delete right there. Yes, get out of my system, because OneDrive really makes your system slow. And yeah, it's just, we do not want that. So now we need to delete another thing called bingmaps.dll. So we're just going to go all the way up here to where their B's are, and we're going to find that and delete it. Here it is, bingmaps.dll. Just hit delete, yes. Now that that is done, we need to go over here to SYS ARM32. So we can just go right here and we could just type it instead to make it faster. And then we're going to find the bingmaps.dll again, like we did in the two other folders. Right here, delete, yeah. Okay, so it's done now. And now we need to delete this other folder. So this is in WinSXS. So let's just go out of here. And let's find that folder. It's right here. And then what ARM64. So there's some folder. What one is it? It's the OneDrive setup. So you need to go down here and find the OneDrive setup. So to make it easier, what you're gonna want to do is you're just gonna come right here and then you're gonna copy this part of the command. You're just gonna hit copy, and then you're gonna paste it above right here, and then you're gonna hit this dash key and hit enter. And this is some other OneDrive stuff. You can just copy all of that and click delete. And this is just gonna uninstall more of the OneDrive for us that we do not want to have. So that's all done in deleting for us. And now what we need is some other stuff. So we have to go to default. So let's just go all the way back. Just delete this from here, basically. And then we're gonna go. You're gonna go into users, default, and then you're gonna go to app data, roaming, Microsoft, Windows, and then you're gonna go to start menu, programs, OneDrive. That you're gonna delete that because we also do not want that. So this is just uninstalling for us, so we won't have this link to OneDrive that doesn't exist, basically. So it's almost done. And yeah, we are done. We are almost done. So now we just need to take away some programs that you don't want. I mean, if you do want them, you can keep it. So what we're doing, we're going to program files x86, Internet Explorer, we're deleting that. If you want an Internet Explorer, you can keep it, but I don't see a reason why you'd want to keep it. So yeah. And now we're just going to go back to the program files, but the ARM version. So ARM, and then what we're going to delete is Internet Explorer, and we're also going to get Windows Defender, so you can just hit Control, and then we're also going to get Windows Mail. And then I'm just going to hit delete. Yes, I want to delete these 3 items. Okay, so we're almost done. We have one more thing to do, and that is in the normal program files. So we're just going to go here, and then we have Internet Explorer. We're going to delete that. Yes, I want to delete that. And after this, we'll be almost done. Okay, so once you have finished doing that, you have an already installed .wim to flash to our USB stick. So now, if you do not know how to flash that, open up your web browser and go to the Windows on Raspberry project website. It will be linked in the description. Go over to downloads, download version 2.0.1. It's the latest version, and you're gonna hit. It's just gonna take this website does take a little bit to load, and then you should have it downloaded. So I'll just save it right there, and then we'll get started and be ready to flash it to our USB stick and then boot it up. So it's done right there, as you can see right here. So I'm just going to extract this to a folder, and we have it right here. Here's our folder. You can open it up, and to run it, all you have to do is click this WoR thing, click yes, and it should launch for us. Here we are. We have English, and I want Raspberry Pi 4. Select drive. Here is my SD card. Your Windows and ARM image. What you're just gonna select your WIM that we have taken a long time to create. Right there. Click open, and yeah. Next, latest on the server. I want to accept this. Next, available on the server, the latest ones, that's the one that you want to click. Next, and yeah, all these configurations are good for us, and we can go next, and I can go install. Yeah, so I'm not going to go into all this part, because all you have to do, you have to click install, and then you're going to boot it up, and yeah, and then it'll just take it'll do a few reboots, and then you'll be able to sign in and sign up like a normal Windows 10 computer. So be ready that the first boot will take a little bit. Be patient. Don't pull the cables out at all. Just let it do its thing. And after you do that, you should have your newly built WIM installed on your Raspberry Pi 4. So yeah, I hope this tutorial is helpful for you guys to know how to get this all set up, because I know there was a lot of confusion in some of you guys and you don't know how to do this. So I hope this cleared up most of that. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, don't forget